And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. It took a while, and center my screen it kept twirling and twirling. So I'm sitting here. Oh damn it! Do I got to restart the show again? But no, it finally kicked off for like 1 minute. That thing was just twirling and twirling. I'm like, fuck. Because when that happens, I gotta start a whole brand new show, and it's just not what I like. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. Today, we're going over Germany. There's massive things happening out of Germany. Later, I'm going to show you how everything with Ripple, let me repeat, everything with Ripple, XRP, whatever you want to call it, started in Germany. I'm going to show you an article. I've done the show already, but I want to show the new people. Because the reason I'm picking Germany is because massive things are happening in Germany. And that's where everything started with Ripple in Germany. The reason I've got 4 articles on Germany, and they're all related. It's the same topic, just a little different aspect. Because out of Germany, that's where Ripple launched. There's something going on with Germany. I don't know exactly what the fuck's going on. I don't know why it didn't launch in America. But Ripple, San Francisco, launched their business out of Germany, First Bank. The first bank that Ripple ever got was in Germany. Right now, these massive tokenizations, I'm going to go over this. They're coming out of Germany. So that'll be the show. That's what we're going to open the show with. And then I got massive news out of Hong Kong. Oh my God. And Hong Kong's basically China. We can get into that later about how Ripple has set up China. Ripple set up Brazil. There was Ripple Russia. I've shown it all. I've proved it all on this channel. Like no other channel has proven it all. You can go back to past 2-3 months at least, maybe 4, and find super solid evidence. Shows that I've made, amazing. Let's start real quick. Let me see who's up, and then we'll get on with the news. 1970 Legend was the first and second. Then you got Ham, Gordon Logan, Angel X, Helio Bob is here, XRP Roofer. Then you got Eric Goldsmith. Thank you very much for that donation. No more coffee. Let me just see. Bondi Baby. TK, Crypto She-Hulk. Pedro, Miguel Santos Salsa. Then J-Man, Hulk's Couch, Pure Peace. Okay. Time to go to work. We got work to do. And I've got bombs to drop. Truth bombs to drop, baby. We do a copy and a paste. Okay, today's show is the framework below the water. Below the water, what's above the water? Crypto prices. What's below the water? What's really going on? What's really getting built? That's what we look at in this channel. Until we have global crypto regulations, the veterans already know where I'm going with this. Here's how we get rich. There's 2 things we've got to have. Once we have these 2 things, we're rich, okay? I don't care what, if XRP goes $100 tomorrow, 500, guess what? A week or 2 later, it's down at 50 cents again, okay? So understand that. Understand all this price stuff means nothing at all. Channels that read off price every day, fucking clueless. Okay, so back to reality. Global crypto regulations. All the countries in the world have to have crypto regulations, but they will come from the 8 agencies, the 8 global agencies that really run the world. like the Financial Action Task Force, like the Basel Commission. There's 6 other ones. One is the Securities Stock Exchange Commission of the World. That's 3. And there's like 5 others. Those agencies run the world. When I say global crypto regulations given to us by the top 8 agencies of the world. Now, today's show, we're going to go over the second thing we've got to have to be rich off crypto, and that's global tokenization. That's what we're talking about. That's the focus of today's show. Global tokenization is how we get rich. That's that article I just showed you right there. It's out of Germany, and Germany is the country of Fedora Bank, which was Ripple's first customer. Now, this is a bank that came out of nowhere. From what I understand, it's a total online bank. Crypto Hulk believes that that bank is a German 3-letter agency mixed with an American 3-letter agency. This is a global event. This whole crypto thing is a coordinated government 3-letter agency event from different countries. Okay, I'm totally guessing here. I have a lot of evidence I've already shown, but right now I'm just going to say that this is like I'm putting it together for about 3.5 years. I've always known Ripple's not a company, it's a government temp agency is what it is. It's made to look like a company. Let's go with this article. Let me get going. Here's the title. Here's how we get rich. The latest German real estate tokenization. Oh, man. Tokenization on public blockchain involves Deutsche Börse affiliate 360X. What we got going on here is there's something called Deutsche Börse, and they purchased a company called 360X. What they're doing right now is getting us set up to be super rich. They are tokenizing real estate. Look, the way you get rich is when everything on the planet is tokenized. That'll be your final destination, okay? Between now and then, it's going to take a little while. When they release the actual price, because everything's manipulated so far, when this flip of the switch happens, we won't have 100% tokenization in the world, okay? But I don't know, maybe we have 10, 20%, 30%. The global value, look it up on Google search, the total global value. We've done this on this channel like about a couple years ago, maybe. Every once in a while we do it again. If you look up what is the total value of everything on this planet, it's about $5 quadrillion, okay? What Germany is doing right now, let's read. It shows a picture. Notice how above in the sky it's showing all these stars, or maybe they're nodes connected. Maybe what we're looking at in the picture is Starlink that's able to handle the quantum computer, which we'll be running on. And Starlink satellites are connecting everything and everybody's cell phones, because you got to get the Starlink cell phone, Tesla phone. I'm telling you. But you look at this property right here. All over the world, they're going to tokenize stuff. Look, on my channel, we're not concerned about XRP price right now or next week or next month. I'm only concerned about the XRP. Like I said, I don't care if it goes to $500 tomorrow. It's totally fucking fake, all right? It's going to get you shaken out to sell or do whatever, because this shit's going to go to like $10, $20, $30, $40,000. Then I also believe, depending on how things work, it could hit 100 for one XRP. Depends on how many they release. If they get greedy with that escrow and keep that shit locked up, you only got a certain amount of XRP floating around. Let's go with this week, German real estate tokenization platform. It's called TechTrax. They announced the latest issuance of a what? Real estate digital security. Are you hearing me? Holler if you hear me. It says on the Polygon public blockchain. Now, I'm not getting into all this stuff to talk about Polygon because that's a whole, we can get in a whole nother subject and how all this stuff goes. Remember, the three X's, they have a limited use: XRP, XLM, and XTC. They do certain things. They do not do everything. Polygon, according to this, will be assisting with this, okay? Now, what we have seen is I've read an article and they've told us, yeah, we started with this crypto, but then we stopped and now we're using this. So we're seeing Polygon being used. That's what they're telling us now. We don't know if it's going to be that way 6 months or a year from now. Just saying, all right? So you can't believe everything that you read, unfortunately. And as technologies grow, there you have it. So the Central View bond was issued in accordance with Germany's digital security regulation, the EWPG, with help from high-profile partners, rich people. What do we got going on here, Crypto Hulk? This is for new people. I'm trying to explain. What we're seeing is tokenization of real-world assets. That's when you take a real-world object like real estate. You can physically live in a house, you can touch it and everything. They're taking these real-world, let's call them things, real-world things, and putting them on a blockchain to bring value. That's how you get rich. And they're going to do this over and over with millions and millions and millions of acres of land all around the world. They're going to do this with art paintings, with cars, with businesses, with movies. When you take a real world object and tokenize it, that's how we get rich, along with global crypto regulations. Those are the two things I've been telling you over and over and over. I don't care, let's say, what partnership Ripple gets as far as price goes right now. Okay. There's going to come one day when they flip that light switch and XRP goes from 70 cents to 7,000 bucks. Bam, just like that. Well, how does that happen? I'm showing you right now how it happens through tokenization. When all this stuff, all these banks now are starting to tokenize. Germany makes this announcement. It was like yesterday. You're not being rich tomorrow. Okay. What I'm showing you is what's happening in the future. You still have some time to find where you can get XRP, XLM, and XDC. Now they're talking about tokenization. They're putting it out, they're calling it a real estate digital security. Okay. These are cryptos that are called securities. Why? Because they're linked to a property. And what does that mean? Well, somebody's got to maintain the property. So there's an expectation. When you get into an agreement with another party with an expectation of privacy, that's a security right there. It's just like buying stock in Ford Motor Company, Porsche, Ducati, whatever it is, Bank of America. What we're seeing here is how real estate, apartment buildings are now becoming like stocks and bonds. But that has never happened before. And what they're doing is they're putting all this value on a blockchain. Digital securities involve several benefits, including lowering costs and risks. Let's see. It can broaden the pool of potential investors. What digital securities will do, number one, it's cheaper to sell it this way. You're going to have more people being able to buy. It says it's going to broaden, meaning it's going to open up the pool of potential investors. Meaning, like right now, am I involved in the stock market? No. Now, when this crypto tokenization occurs, I might be more willing to open up like my Wells Fargo account whatever it is, and get some of this real estate in Germany. Whereas maybe before I wanted nothing to do with the stock market, but I want something to do with this crypto market. See what I mean? And that's going to open up to everybody in the world. Maybe I want to invest in an office building somewhere in Africa. I don't know. But I'm showing you that it's happening right now. Right now. So we're seeing 360 involved. I'm closing up this article. It's just a matter of time before we would embrace the available digital solutions for financing. What we're seeing happen now, everybody, is the transformation of the old stock, bond, derivative markets and shit, move into the new world of digital. Specifically, digital tokenization. That's the key. Not just digital, but digital tokenization. It's a transferring. So it went from traditional into digital. Like right now, it's digital. Like the money in the bank, like my credit card's digital. All it's digital. And this is the final phase: is digital tokenization. Now these are tokens. I can buy tokens from this apartment complex or these houses. I can get into a fund in Germany where they have real estate. I can buy that token and now it's worth like money. Now I can probably trade it and buy shit with it. Maybe I use that German. I buy a German fund and I go to Porsche and I want to buy a Porsche car with it. So what Porsche will do is they probably have some ability where they can take that security that I have. I can go to Porsche's whatever website. They have a converter in there where it converts my digital security apartment shares, turns it into money, and I'm driving away in a Porsche GT3. All right. That's how this is going to go in the future. People are worried about, well, what about off ramps and this and that? Well, you're going to have Porsche where they're going to have their own website and probably their own wallets. And I could send if I want to use payments of crypto, I send it to Porsche and I drive away. I don't have to go to an exchange and cash out and do all these things. It's already in my wallet. I can go straight to Porsche and buy the car. And people are like, oh, yeah, that's what we should do. So don't worry about all this dumb shit. Okay, what are we gonna do this? What are we gonna do that? Let's try to break 68 cents for an XRP, and then we can talk about some shit later. All right. Everybody's getting all worried. What am I gonna do with this and that? You're still poor. You're still poor. So why the fuck are we talking about when you're worth like $100 million? Let's talk about that when you're worth $100 million. Okay, makes sense. It's like a 15-year-old worrying about what are they going to do when they're 80 years old. Like, who the fuck cares, man? Live your life and do shit, Figure that out later. Um, well, Germany's legislation has had has had significant impact on digital securities issuances. It says in Germany, a moderate proportion have been real estate tokens. It says that contrasts with another token friendly jurisdiction, Japan, where real estate tokens dominate. What we're seeing is in the traditional stock market, crypto tokenization occurring, and it's starting to take over, okay, in popularity. That's our first article. Let me check these comments and we'll go to our next one, which relates. It's the same topic, it's a different viewpoint. Stephen Wright gave somebody a membership. Sean Wright gave someone a membership, and that was Connor. And then Carpathian Eagle says, hello, Mr. Hulk. Hello there. Thank you for that donation. We got Eric Goldsmith. A little early for tequila donation. It's never too early for a tequila donation. Because remember, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? A little early for tequila donations, Holster, but as they say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I didn't read that part. Thanks for your lies. And then Chad 4754, thank you very much for that donation. Both you two. Let me see. So you apparently have to press it. Setting to allow gifted subs. 23:50 in Australia. So it's almost 12 o'clock at night in Australia. Perfect time for tequila. Let's go to the next article. It deals with the Deutsche Börse again. Deutsche. That's a weird name. Deutsche. It's almost like douche. Ew. All right. Now, this article here is about 2 years old. I want you to see this, though. The reason I'm reading off something that's 2 years old is because I want to show you how long they've been doing this. I don't know how far along these people are. Deutsche Börse and Commerzbank, they create a digital asset joint venture with 360X. We just read about this. They're tokenizing real estate in the last article. In this article here today, now this is 2 years ago, Deutsche Börse and Commerzbank announced a new Frankfurt-based digital asset venture called 360. So 2 years ago, they started the 360, and I just read you an article on what they're doing now, and that is tokenization of real estate. It says initially, this 360 will focus on, tokenize art when you tokenize art in real estate. So let me tell you something. Now, this article just tells us that article we just read, they've been doing it for 2 years. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why it's not showing up. I don't know while they're tokenizing. It's on a private ledger. It's got to be on a private ledger. Because we're not seeing it in price. Something's going on where all these banks are tokenized. This article right here, right now, what we're looking at says for the past 2 years, they've been tokenizing what? Art and real estate. The article we just read was from yesterday. It talks about they're making a big hubbubaloo about tokenizing real estate. Well, shit, this article here is telling us they started 2 years ago. So it looks like we're kind of getting played a little bit here, right? That's what I'm trying to show you. We don't know how far along they are with. They could flip the switch tomorrow. They've been trying to make it look like, Yesterday, I just got done showing you on my show in the evening how Brazil, Japan, and Mexico, they've been linked up for 10 years with Ripple, shooting money all around over there with the XRP. 10 years. And they're trying to make it look like, we're working on stuff, and they're already fucking done. I already showed you. Go back into my show on the video section and look up Brazil. Like I said, they were there. Look up Ripple Singapore. Look up my show that says Ripple Singapore. They had this done 10 years ago where you have silver, gold, all these cryptos. You're exchanging them on this. You have a card, a debit card that has all your shit on it. And then they pulled the plug on the program because it was already done. They tested it and it was done. Codius was used and was done and tested, all ready to go. But here we are 10 years later. The world's still the same. I don't have all the answers on how they have, they have an ability already to do everything. That's what Ripple Singapore was. It was a test ground, and then they shut it off. And then people forget about it. I've never forgotten about it because I was never in crypto. All of a sudden, I discovered it, though. And I'm like, what is this? It's Ripple Singapore. Everything's ready to go. So we're made to look like, we're working on all this stuff. It's already done. So I don't know what the holdup is. I report discoveries. I don't have the answers to everything, but I report and find amazing stuff. Okay, that's what I do. Now, what we have here in the one, two, three, fourth paragraph, it says one of the key benefits of tokens is to fractionalize assets so that an entry level investment is comparatively small. This is why it's transforming the world, crypto, because now I can go in on an apartment complex with other people and buy it, and I can own a fractional portion of that building where I couldn't do that before necessarily. Now I can pick, I want $500. I want $5,000 of a particular building, or maybe a bunch of buildings. I own a little bit portion of each. But so that's just kind of what this Deutsche Börse is doing. Now, we're going to have a Ripple XDC tie-in here real quick, starting right now. Let me show you the article, and I'll check comments real quick before. I'm going to do a copy paste, show you the article, check some comments. I was patient now. Scotty F. The public is so behind on information. If gateways are done, Codius is done. They have already tokenized everything. We just don't know it yet. Possibility. I'm going to go back to the next article. Okay, I just showed you this. Commerce Bank. We know that Commerce Bank works with Deutsche Börse because I just read it in the last article. Here we have Credit Suisse, Ripple partner. Here we have UBS, Ripple partner. And they go live on what? Deutsche Börse HQLA. So now we have two confirmed Ripple partners working with this Deutsche Börse. What is HQLA? This article's 4 years old. I want you to see how long they've been doing this with Ripple. They have a securities lending blockchain. That's what HQLA is. Let's read in the first sentence. The Deutsche Börse HQLA distributed ledger technology. Uh-oh. That kind of sounds like Ripple of me there, buddy. They have a distributed ledger technology. And in the same sentence, okay, the next sentence, they're mentioning Credit Suisse and UBS Bank, Ripple partners. They're talking about, let's see, collateral swaps, securities, changing of legal ownership, digital collateral registry. I'm not going to read this whole article. But if we want to scroll down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th paragraph, oh, well, looky here. You have R3. That's a Ripple partner, by the way. R3 has a platform called the Corda platform. Do you know what Ripple partner Corda platform does? Handles securities. Do you know what the article we're reading about is? About securities? Do you know there's two banks mentioned in this article about securities? It's a Ripple partner, UBS and Credit Suisse. R3 is a platform, Ripple partner. It uses the crypto XDC. That's a crypto you need to buy right now. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor, and I know nothing at all about investing. Zero. My job is to get you financially destroyed. Do not buy anything I tell you to buy. You need to buy XDC. Okay? It's all throughout this article. Look down below in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In like the 8th paragraph or so, oh man, look what we got here. In addition to participants in these initial transactions, more than 15 institutions are at various stages of onboarding the Deutsche Börse platform that's for trading. They include CIBC, that's the Canadian bank, that's a Ripple partner. It shows Citibank, one of the world's top banks in the world, Ripple partner. It shows Goldman Sachs, they're a Ripple partner. I already showed this evidence already. Goldman Sachs is on the 2013 Ripple website as a founding partner, Goldman Sachs. And guess what? ING's right there too on this platform as a Ripple partner. You need to get XRP and XDC according to this article right here. Okay. If you do that, you'll be rich. It says here the HQLA solution is based on what? R3's Corda blockchain technology. R3 uses the native token XDC, which, if you buy, you'll be rich. Okay. I'm just reading right here. The HQLA solution, that's Deutsche Börse, is telling you they're using R3. And I'm telling you that R3 has a native token. It's called XDC. It's made by Zinfin. And if you get that shit, you're fucking rich, okay? Not this complicated to learn this shit from my channel. Alrighty then. Let me check some comments and go to the next articulo. And it's still about the Deutsche Börse Bank. Strudel. We're learning about Strudel. And then Porsche. XLS 30. XTC will probably go off before regulations. XTC seems to be doing quite well. Let me tell you something. You have no idea how XTC is doing. Nobody has an idea on how XTC is doing because the market hasn't even started. What you're doing is you're looking at something and you're saying, oh, it looks like it's doing okay or good. You're not even looking at anything. Prices on the exchanges, half of them are fake. That's already been proven by like the news organizations. They've all done studies on it. Chainalysis probably, I don't know, like the most respected forensic crypto investigation firm on the planet. When Chainalysis did a study and said that pretty much half the crypto prices are faked. Let me tell you something. I show you articles which is below the water. What you're looking at these prices is above the water. It's all fake. What I'm showing you is Germany is tokenizing real estate and all these. They've been doing this now for 4 years. When you read these articles, my first one that came out yesterday makes it seem like, oh shit, they just started doing this. But as Crypto Hulk starts digging through, we find out earlier, this has happened for a year now. Oh, maybe 2 years. Well, maybe 3 years. Well, maybe 4 years. All this stuff is hidden. They're hiding. They're playing hide and go seek. Okay. Everybody else has no fucking clue because channels on YouTube and other platforms, we're 34 minutes into this. Their shows don't even last 15 minutes. What we do on this channel, I'm trying to show you, I will dig deep and you're going to walk away knowing, when you watch this channel, be like, damn, I just saw this evidence right there. I'm not trying to give a news article 1 minute or less. That's what you have to do to be popular, and I refuse to do dumb shit on my channel. Okay, look, everybody knows if you make a short, it's got to be less than a minute. If you have news topics on your show, it's got to be less than a minute. Why? Because people with attention spans like this, that's all they got is less than a minute. You can't be talking about anything on your show for more than 1 minute or people are going to leave. Okay, I don't give a fuck. That's not my job. I don't fucking care. See, that's why I have memberships, okay? Members dictate to me what they want and not people with 45-second attention spans. They can go to another channel, okay? Now, I'm going to show you this article here. I'm not going to read it. You can read it if you want. If you're new, you should be reading all the shit that I post. Look at this article right here. When's the date on this? Okay, look. Oh my God. 5 years ago. Okay. Oh shit. We go from Deutsche Börse. My first article that came out yesterday shows them digging into the real estate tokenization, right? Then the next article backs it up to maybe like 2 years. Then we go 3, 4. Now we're at 5 years ago. From the first article makes it look like they're just doing this now to Crypto Hulks got them 5 years ago. Look at the date on this article, 2018. This article is from 2018. They're talking about the HQLA-X R3 Corda, which is the XDC crypto you need to buy. They got R3 as a Ripple partner. They had some issues or whatever. But let's look at the first paragraph. Deutsche Börse Group and HQLA, which is their trading platform, like the New York Stock Exchange, you might have heard of them, okay? They have signed a letter of intent to form a strategic partnership for the creation of an innovative securities lending platform using the R3, which is XDC crypto blockchain platform. The end. I'm not going to read the rest of the article. The first paragraph tells us right there. This is massive. It's 5 years ago in the making. Do you know how much that? And check it out. R3 is already done. It's not like R3's got to be created. Dude, R3 is already done by 2018. Ripple and R3 hook up around 2015. That's 3 years before this article even came out. R3's already been done. 5-year-old article. I'll bet you they've been tokenizing a whole lot of fucking real estate by 5 years later. What would you say, right? Gee, Crypto Hulk, my God, how do you come up with this stuff? Where do you find this stuff? Right? Says here at the bottom, R3 is an enterprise software firm working with 200 banks. Now, this is 5 years ago. R3 is working with 200 banks 5 years ago. What do you think that number is today? 3, 4, 500. I'm going to leave it at that. Read the article. It's fascinating. Let me check the comments real quick. And we're going to wrap up the Deutsche Let me wrap up the Deutsche Bank right now. Here's Credit Suisse. The article mentioned Credit Suisse, so we're going to mention them as well. How about that? Bam, Ripple partner. Check that out. That's on the Ripple page. And as I say, next, order up. Even though I was never a cook, always wanted to yell out, order up. I started off at Denny's, being the busboy, wiping baby shit, vomit, food on the floor, cleaning the tables, doing all that stuff. I was a dishwasher as well, making $3.35 an hour. Ray, thank you very much for that donation from all your fans. Thanks, Crypto Hall. I truly want you rich, Ray. I hope the information that I give to you, I hope this information helps you steer your ship in the direction that it needs to go. So there's the Credit Suisse. Let me do this one again. Got that one. Probably copying this article, like duplicate. No, okay, so there we go. Real quick. Then we're done with Germany. Credit Suisse is a Ripple partner. It's on the Ripple page. Look right there. I'm not going into this article. Read it on your own. Here is the next article. 7 leading banks join Ripple's global network. This is now 2016. We're talking 7 years ago. Oh, man. Well, let's go down to the what paragraph? 1, 2, 3, fourth paragraph. Quattro. Now look here at the partners, Santander, Unicredit, but look, UBS. In that article, okay, was specifically mentioned Credit Suisse, which I just showed you is on the Ripple page as a partner. Here's UBS, Ripple partner. So there's your proof. But looky here off to the right, CIBC. They just mentioned them as a partner as well, didn't they? Yeah. Remember they had like Citibank in there I just read off, ING, and look who's right here, CIBC. CIBC Canada has only been a Ripple partner since 2016. Oh, shit. Look what we're finding. Isn't that very interesting? Now, so right now, let's look at a copy and a paste. Broston Mash, welcome to the video live stream. That person's been a member already. Welcome back again. Look at the article I just sent you. It's dated what? 2014. It's about Germany. 2014. Well, what do we have here, Crypto Hulk? Listen to the first paragraph. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Ripple Labs reached a major milestone earlier this month with the announcement of that Fedora Bank. Fedora Bank is integrating the Ripple protocol, making, listen to this, here we go. Who was Ripple's first partner? And that should be a trivia question. If you don't know the answer to that one, you ain't in the XRP army. Okay? You're fucking lost. Who is Ripple's first banking partner in the entire world? Fedora Bank. It says making the German bank the first financial institution to officially implement decentralized payment technologies into their operations. If you find somebody on YouTube who claims to be an XRP, channel and all that, if they don't know this answer, they're fucking retarded. They're focusing on the wrong shit, my friend. Like all their little advertisers, their accredited investor commercials and shit. They got all this time to tell you about gold cards and art paintings and dumb shit like that. But they don't know the history of Ripple? Wow. Why the fuck do you think I spent so much time on Germany today? Maybe because Fedora Bank is the first bank in the world to implement XRP and Ripple. First one. Very interesting. Why Germany? I don't have the answer to that. I know it has something to do with somebody who has a lot of fucking money and power. That's what I do know. And there's probably a family in Germany, and I'm going to kind of start stopping the end of the conversation right here. There's probably a reason why Germany started 2 of the world wars. I'm going to get out of that subject as well. Here's an article. You got to see this article about Germany. Germany. Like, my God, we're sure talking about Germany today, aren't we, Crypto Hulk? We focus on the fundamentals on this channel. We focus on what I feel is important that you need to know to get a big picture of what the hell is going on. Now, look at this that I just sent you. Oh, this is beautiful. You need to click on this shit and follow along. I'm not going over the whole article. I'm going to spend 30 seconds on it. Whew, here we go. This is a article by the American Banker. It's an article dated 2014, May, just about 10 years ago. Listen to this. Fedora Bank AG is the first bank to integrate the real-time global settlement protocol provided by Ripple Labs. The German direct bank will adopt San Francisco-based Ripple's open source digital distributed ledger technology. Ripple Labs, listen to this. Ripple Labs also has its own virtual currency called Ripple. Yes, they do. And then later was changed to XRP. But on my channel, we can call the XRP Ripple if you have one, Ripples if you have two, or you can call it XRP, your choice, okay? So when dumbasses say, oh, they're not called Ripple, it's called XRP. These are dumbasses that don't watch my channel that have no fucking clue, all right? On my channel, we focus on basics. And well, the basics is Ripple, their native currency, bridge currency, it's synonymous, same. 2 to 1, half dozen to the other, tomato, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Ripple started off by calling their crypto Ripple. Imagine that. If you had more than one, it was Ripples. There you go. That is the foundation of Ripple. Somewhere down the road, they changed the name to XRP. So on my channel, where we study facts, you say, hey, Crypto Hulk, I bought 3,000 Ripples the other day. I'm like, fine, great. You're going to be rich. And some people have to try to correct you, but they're fucking stupid. Now, if you watch this channel, you're up to date. I keep you up to date. I teach you everything you need to know. So there you have it with all these little semantics. Like, well, it's XRP. Technically, it's not, you dumbass. Technically, it's Ripple. But you get these people that, watch these infomercial, like digital asset commercials and stuff that show up on YouTube and shit. So anyhow, let me check the comments. Hodler, thank you very much for that donation. CIBC has been using XRP for cross-border payments for over a year, testing it. They've been using it for like 7 years, man. Not over a year. I mean, that's... If you really want to get technical, CIBC. What article did I just read? 2016. So 7 years ago, CIBC was testing. Now that's when they announced it. This is an article from 2016 where they announced CIBC, which is Canadian Bank, as a partner. They probably got with Ripple 1 to 2 years before then. So we're talking Canadian Bank in 2015 or even 14 was testing it. So we should, yeah, just let me, I'm trying to teach people here so you guys get it. So like 10 years ago, CIBDC, Canadian Bank, Imperial Bank, whatever, 10 years ago was testing it. And then they were using it starting in 2016, according to Ripple Insights, what I'm looking at right there. That's not in my opinion. That part's a fact where they're actually using it. Well, before a bank uses something, they test it. So before this 2016, at least 1 to 2 years before then, they're testing it. So that takes back 10 years. Crypto Hulk's right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Everything is ready except the people. Yes, sirree. Scotty F says, everything I transfer fiat to my exchange in Canada, it is to do fast. When I was with TD, it was slow, crazy. Yeah, Canada. Interesting. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it up with that show. That's good enough. It's just Germany is like major powerhouse, okay? Uh Germany had the first Ripple Bank in the whole world, Germany. Why? You have Germany with the stock exchange, which is a digital exchange, and they were doing this shit for like the past 5 or whatever years now. Whoa. Why is America not doing that? Maybe we are. Maybe they haven't told us. Like, these are things, I don't have all these answers. My job is just show you news and show you how long the shit's been going on. I don't know why we're not rich yet. There's some reason why they're holding off, or I don't know. But it's just, I can only dig so much. And even if I did know the answer, I'm not telling it because it'll definitely shut the channel off of people at my door, law enforcement shit. It's not going to be a good situation. So even if I do, like, I'm going to give you as much information as you need to know. And then that's it. I'm not getting into, because then it just ends up all kinds of fucked up for me. All right. So that's how it goes. And with that, I'm going to call it a wrap. I'll make a show tonight. Right now it is about 7:22 a.m. in California. If I want to make another show, it's about 11 hours or so from now, maybe 10. And I have to find news that's worthy. I could probably, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. If I find news, I'm going to make a show. That's guaranteed. My name's Crypto Hulk, and I'll see you later.